King Sibi's compassion. Once upon a time there lived a great king called Sibi. He was very kind and charitable and became very famous for his generosity. His fame spread all over the earth and even reached the heavens. The Lord of Heaven, Indra, wanted to test him and see if King Sibi was really as great as his fame made him out to be. So Indra and Agni started out from heaven. Agni assumed the form of a dove, and Indra of a fierce hawk. Agni flew ahead, his wings fluttering as though terrified, and Indra followed at a distance as if in hot pursuit. They flew straight to the palace of King Sibi. Sibi was in the garden distributing alms to the poor. The little fluttering, frightened dove came and perched upon his wrist, looking at him with tearful eyes full of fear. Sibi immediately took her in his hands. Stroking her back kindly, he said, "Don't be afraid, little dove. I won't let any harm befall you." Just as he was saying this, the hawk swooped down, angry and haughty, and tried to snatch the dove from the king's hands. But the king raised his hand in a flash and stopped the hawk. The hawk glared at the king angrily and spoke in a human voice. "This dove is my prey. I have been pursuing it since morning. Why do you deny me my food, O king?" Surprised at hearing the hawk speak like a man, Sibi replied, "I do not know who you are, O hawk, who can speak like a man. This poor frightened dove has sought my protection. It is my duty to save her from all her harm. I won't allow you to snatch her away from me and make her your prey." The hawk then argued, "Rajan, you are renowned as a kind king. Perhaps it is your duty to protect those in distress. But is your kindness limited only to the dove? What about me? Am I not equally entitled to claim your pity? I am a bird of prey who can live only by eating the meat of smaller creatures. By depriving me of my food, are you not condemning me to die? Is this your dharma?" King Sibi was in a dilemma. This hawk could not only speak like a human being but also argue like one. Evidently, his duty was towards both the dove and the hawk. He thought for a while. At last he said, "Hawk, what you say is true. I won't deprive you of your food. But at the same time, I can't give up this poor frightened dove. Will you accept some other flesh as a substitute?" The hawk replied, "Very well, king. I have no objection as long as my hunger is satisfied. But you must give me flesh exactly equal to that of the dove. That of the dove. I won't accept less." Then mockingly he added, "But where will you get the substitute flesh from? Will you take another life to save the life of this dove?" Stung, Sibi retorted instantly, "No, no, I won't think of harming another life. I will give you my own flesh in place of the dove." He then turned to his attendants and ordered them to bring a balance. The attendants accordingly brought the balance and erected it before the king. Sibi placed the dove on one side of the balance. He took out his sword and cutting small portions of his flesh, placed them on the other side. But how strange! The dove, which looked so small and frail in the weighing scales, was always heavier. King Sibi went on cutting portion after portion from his body and placing it in the balance, yet to no purpose, till at last no more flesh remained for him to cut. Wondering at the weight of the dove, Sibi then threw away his sword and himself mounted the balance. Lo, now the balance was quite equal. Rejoicing that he was at last able to give the hawk its due, Sibi turned to the hawk and said, "O hawk, my weight is equal to the weight of the dove. Please eat me and spare the dove." As he said these words, there was appreciative applause from the gods who had gathered in the sky to witness the test. They beat the heavenly drums and showered flowers on the king. The hawk and the dove shed their assumed forms and stood before him in their shining, glorious forms. Sibi gazed at them in amazement. Indra said, "O great and generous king, know that we are Indra and Agni, come down from heaven to test you. You have indeed proved yourself to be greater than your fame. You will be blessed with a long life and vast riches. Your name will be remembered in the world as long as the sun and the moon remain." So saying, Indra touched Sibi with his hand. Lo, all the cuts and wounds vanished from Sibi's body, and he stood there whole again, as strong as ever. He bowed to the gods with great devotion, and they blessed him and returned to their abodes.